Good morning, dear students. So in the last class we have seen the nomenclature and the naming of organic compounds, aldehydes and ketones. So in today's class, let us deal with the structure of carbonyl compound and then the preparation of aldehydes and ketones separately. So in the last class we have seen the general formula of aldehydes as well as ketones. So this is RCHO is termed as aldehyde and R dash is called as ketone, and this RC double bond OH is termed as carboxylic acid. There are certain compounds which are derived from this carboxylic acid. So let us see that. So this is nothing but carboxylic acid, general formula of carboxylic acid. If the OH group is substituted by chlorine group, that is C double bond O CH, R C double bond O Cl. So then this is termed as, generally termed as acid chlorides or acyl chloride. So if the OH group is substituted by the chlorine atom, then this is termed as acid chlorides. If OH is substituted by the NH2 group, this is called as acid amides, or generally it is termed as amides, and this part will remain the same, RC double bond O R dash, then hydrogen is replaced by an alkyl group, then this is termed as esters RC double bond. This term has been introduced. So this is anhydrides. So these are called as since they are obtained from the carboxylic acid, names are obtained, so they are called as derivatives of carboxylic acids. So this you need to remember, that is the names, common names, RCOCl, that is acid chloride, RC double bond NH2 is called as amides or acid amides. So this is the general formula, RCOOR is ester, then RCO, or else this can be written as RCO hold ties with the oxygen. So this is called as anhydrous. So those are anhydrides. So now let us see the structure of carbonyl compound or carbonyl group. So here you can see that this is a sigma bond, single bond is usually a sigma bond, so this is a sigma bond, this is also sigma bond. So double bond is present, then hope you remember that, so it consists of one sigma bond and one pi bond. So this will be a sigma and this is a pi bond. And the carbon atom and the oxygen atom in the carbonyl compound is sp2 hybridized. sp2 hybridized. So if a molecule undergoes sp2 hybridization, then the geometry of the molecule will be trigonal planar. With a bond angle of 120 degree. That is, the oxygen being sp2 hybridized, it consists of 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals, out of which one sp2 hybrid orbital, one among them will overlap with the sp2 hybrid orbital of carbon atom, so as to form a carbon oxygen sigma bond, and both the orbitals both carbon as well as oxygen consist of unpaired electron in the p orbital, so those will overlap sideways or laterally so as to form carbon to oxygen pi bond. So all the 3 sigma bonds will lie in one plane, and the pi electron cloud will lie above and below the plane. So oxygen consists of other 2 sp2 hybrid orbital, which consist of non-bonding electron, which is represented by lone pair of electrons on it. So these are lone pair of electrons. So then what about the polarity of this carbonyl group? So it is a dipolar molecule because this is how a carbonyl compound is represented. So since oxygen is being more electronegative, it tends to attract the pi electron clouds on itself. So this pi electrons get shifted on the oxygen atom. So this becomes carbon to oxygen single bond with the excess of electronegative charge, and this carbon will gain a positive charge. So this is a dipolar. So this is a neutral molecule and this is a dipolar molecule, positive and so they being a positively being taken a positive charge on the carbon atom, this acts as a Lewis acid and this as a Lewis base. So this is about the structure of carbonyl group, that is the carbon and oxygen undergoes sp2 hybridization. Therefore the geometry of the molecule becomes trigonal planar and with a bond angle of 120 degree, and you need to know that is it is a dipolar in nature. So this carbon being a positively charged, it acts as a electrophile. So it is Lewis acid, and this being a negatively charged, this will act as a Lewis base, which tends to donate the electron. So this is Lewis acid. So this is about the structure of carbonyl group. So next let us see the preparation of aldehydes individually and later on the preparation of ketones separately. So the first method of preparation of aldehydes is from acyl chloride or carbonyl chloride, or you can also call it as acid chloride. That is, the formula is RCOCl. So this is acid chloride. From this you need to get RCHO. So what has happened? The chlorine is replaced by the hydrogen atom, or else you need to remove the chlorine and then you need to add hydrogen. Adding hydrogen is nothing but, the process is called as, yes, that is reduction. So you need to reduce the carbonyl chloride or else acid chloride so as to obtain aldehyde. So for this reaction to occur, we are going to use a catalyst. That is, so reduction, addition of hydrogen. So when acid chloride is subjected to reduction by using a catalyst called palladium PD, that is supported over barium sulfate. You need to correctly note this, that is palladium on barium sulfate. Hydrogen gets added here so as to form RC double bond O H plus HCl. And this reaction is called as Rosenmund reduction or Rosenmund reaction. This is a very important reaction. That is, when acid chloride is reduced, or else when acid chloride is subjected to hydrogenation. Hydrogenation is nothing but addition of hydrogen atoms. Hydrogenation in the presence of a catalyst, that is palladium, which is supported over barium sulfate, that gives corresponding aldehyde with HCl, and the reaction is called as Rosenmund reaction. Let us take a specific example for this. So you need to write along with me. So this is benzene, and the name of this compound is benzoyl chloride. Again the same, that is hydrogenation, addition of hydrogen H2. So while writing you should not forget to write this, then only this reaction will be called as Rosenmund reduction. So it is PD BaSO4. So then it becomes, remove the Cl and add H from there. So it is C double bond O H plus HCl. So the name of this compound is benzaldehyde. So acid chloride on hydrogenation in the presence of palladium supported over barium sulfate will give benzaldehyde, and this reaction is called as Rosenmund reduction. So which is an important reaction. All the named reactions are very, very important. Just note, so write it in your notes properly. So this is the general one and this is specific example. This is acid chloride plus H2 PdBaSO4. This gives aldehyde HCl. The name of the reaction is called as So first method of preparation of aldehyde is from or by Rosenmund reduction reaction. Clear? So first is from acid chloride and next is from nitriles and esters. nitriles and esters. Nitriles is nothing but RCN and the esters are COO R dash. So we need to synthesize aldehyde, so it is RCN, or this can be written as RC triple bond N. From here to this is what you need to get, aldehyde. So this nitriles are reduced nothing but again hydrogenation, are reduced to corresponding imines. So this is a general formula of imines, RCH double bond. So hydrogen gets added here, one hydrogen on the carbon and another one on the hydrogen. So it is RCH So this is a corresponding imine of this nitrile, and this is done in the presence of a reducing reagent, that is stannous chloride in the presence of hydrochloric acid. So nitriles is subjected to reduction so as to obtain imines when it is treated with, or when it is subjected with the stannous chloride in the presence of hydrochloric acid. The imines are formed. The formed imines, which is on hydrolysis, will give corresponding aldehyde. Let us write the reaction. RC triple bond N plus stannous chloride and HCl. So reduction, so addition of hydrogen, so it forms RCH double bond NH. This is on hydrolysis. Treatment with the water in the acidic medium, so it forms RCHO plus NH3. This reaction is called as Stephan reaction. Stephan reaction. This is also an important one. So this reaction is called Stephan only when this reagent is used, that is stannous chloride in the presence of HCl. So I repeat. So when nitriles are subjected to reduction in the presence of stannous chloride and HCl, corresponding imines are formed, which is followed by hydrolysis, will give the corresponding aldehydes. And the reaction is called as Stephan reaction. So example for this, CH3. This R is substituted by an alkyl group, stannous chloride plus HCl. Add hydrogen on carbon and nitrogen, so it will form CH3. And this is followed by the hydrolysis, forms CH3. So this is acetaldehyde. So if you use the reducing reagent, that is stannous chloride, along with the hydrochloric acid, then that reaction is called as Stephan reaction. Take down this reaction. So we have one more reagent by the use of which controlled reduction occurs, That means even in the presence of, so if there are two functional groups, so it only reduces the cyano group. So the reagent used is diol, or else the full form of this is di-isobutyl aluminium hydride. So their general reaction are nitriles. So this is a reducing agent. So this is written as aluminium along with hydrogen, and this is isobutyl group, so it is isobutyl. We have di, so it is whole twice. So we'll get corresponding imine. Followed by hydrolysis treating with the water, that is RCHO. This is what you get. So in the beginning I told that reduced controlled reduction, that is, if I take this example, in this kind of nitride. So here you can see the presence of the double bond along with the functional group. So by the usage of this diol H, or this is di-isobutyl aluminium hydride, so this only reduces the cyano group than that of the carbon to carbon double bond. So this will remain as such, that is, so in the presence of di-isobutyl aluminium hydride, so it is butyl twice. Next, hydrolysis. So the same reaction can be written like this, 2 steps. So first is with the reducing agent, and then on hydrolysis this forms CH3, and the rest will be as such, and this group gets converted to CHO group, CH3 this is the corresponding aldehyde is obtained. By using this reducing agent, we can also convert esters into aldehyde group, that is, consider like this. Write like this also, which on hydrolysis will give CH3 CH2 9 times CHO. So these are the reactions, or these are the methods of preparation of carboaldehydes by using di-isobutyl aluminium hydride as a reducing agent. So now we have seen the 2 types of preparation of 2 different methods of preparation of aldehydes. Now let us consider the third method of preparation of aldehydes by hydrocarbons. Hope this is done. method is from hydrocarbons. Aromatic aldehydes, that is benzaldehyde and its derivatives, are obtained by hydrocarbons by using the following methods. Let us take the first one, that is from methyl benzene, or this is the common name, and or else you can also call it as toluene. So this is IUPAC name, and that is the common name, toluene. So methyl benzene, the structure is this, or this is a toluene. From this you need to convert to, so hydrogen is removed and oxygen is being added here. So this is nothing but the oxidation of toluene. Here the process that is taking place is oxidation. So when toluene is subjected to oxidation by using a reagent, the reagent that is called as chromyl chloride. Chromyl chloride, CrO2, the formula is Cl2. In a non-polar solvent like carbon disulfide, or you can also use carbon tetrachloride. So this is chromyl chloride, CrO2, Cl2, the presence of carbon disulfide, oxidation occurs so as to give aldehyde group. So the name is, this is toluene, and the name of this is benzaldehyde. This reaction is a named reaction, and the name of this reaction is Itard reaction. Important one. Itard reaction. So that is when toluene is subjected to oxidation in the presence of chromyl chloride by using a non-polar solvent, that is carbon disulfide, or else you can use carbon tetrachloride also, oxidation occurs so as to give benzaldehyde as a product, and the name of this reaction is Itard reaction. So this is from methyl benzene or toluene. So till now we have studied three reactions. One is Rosenman reduction, another one is Stephan reaction, and this is one more, that is the Itard reaction. So next is by the side chain chlorination of toluene. Let us see how that reaction occurs. Side chain chlorination of toluene. So when chlorine is subjected to chlorination, when toluene is subjected to chlorination, this is the side chain, that is CH3 group, and it is chlorination in the presence of sunlight, that is represented by HNu. So hydrogen atoms are replaced by the chlorine atom. So two hydrogen atoms are replaced, so it forms CHCl2, which on hydrolysis at a temperature of 373 Kelvin, it gives aldehyde as a final product. Hope this is visible. So toluene, when it is chlorinated in the presence of sunlight, Cl bar HNO, or you can also mention this as sunlight, side chain chlorination occurs, and that means chlorination occurs at this chain or this carbon. So two hydrogen atoms are replaced by the chlorine, CHCl2 forms. So which on hydrolysis will give benzaldehyde as a product. And the last method, so method of preparation of aldehyde is by a named reaction, that is by Gutermann-Koch reaction. Third method of preparation is by Gutermann-Koch reaction. Very, very important. So when benzene, so we need or its derivatives, when it is treated with a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, you need to mention anhydrous aluminium chloride AlCl3, or else cuprous chloride will get aldehyde as a product. So when benzene is treated with the mixture of carbon monoxide and HCl, and this is important, in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride or else cuprous chloride, benzene gets converted to benzaldehyde. And the name of this reaction is Gutermann-Koch reaction. It's an important one. So till now we have seen, total we have seen 6 methods of preparation of aldehydes alone. The first method, let us recall it. The first method of preparation of aldehydes is by Rosenmund reduction. So you need to remember the reducing agent for the conversion of corresponding acyl chloride into aldehyde. For Rosenmund reduction, we are going to use palladium, which is supported over barium sulfate. So in the Rosenmund reduction, acyl chloride, it is hydrogenated in the presence of a catalyst, palladium and barium sulfate. It is on barium sulfate, so as to give the corresponding aldehyde as a product. And next we have studied the Stephan reaction. So in the Stephan reaction, the nitriles are reduced so as to form the corresponding imines when it is treated with stannous chloride and hydrochloric acid. Imines are formed, which are hydrolysis will give you the aldehyde, corresponding aldehyde. And the next one more named reaction we have studied is Itard reaction. In the Itard reaction, the toluene is being converted to benzaldehyde by using a reagent called chromyl chloride in the presence of carbon disulfide, so as to form benzaldehyde, and the reaction is termed as Itard reaction. And now The last one that we have studied is Ghataman and Koch. So in this, the reagent that is used is the mixture of carbon monoxide, HCl in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, or you can also use cuprous chloride as a reagent. Hope this is clear. Let us wind up this class for today, and in the next class let us see the preparation of ketones and then the reactions of aldehydes as well as the ketones. Thank you.